So this video is sponsored by Pionex, one of the exchanges I use all the time. It's one of the main crypto brokers to Binance, so the volume is very high. The main thing that sets them apart though is that you can use free trading bots, a variety all designed to benefit from different market behaviours, whether that's up, down or sideways. You'll get 20% off all your trading fees for life with my link in the description. And if you join the Telegram, a lot of us already use it, so if you've got questions we can try and help you out. Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at ALGO. So a bit of Algorand. One of my, well, should I say one of my, I suppose it still is, but during this massive pump, a lot of it got sold, you know, and I suppose this goes to the power of planning a trade. Not that I expected this to happen, but I mean having sell orders set. Do you know what I mean? If you're a casual sort of spot trader, when I say casual, I mean relaxed and calm and not trying to do everything manually and looking at your phone every, well, God knows how long, every 2 or 3 minutes or so. You buy, you set sell orders, you sell them on the way up. Now, I had 3 sell orders, 2 of the 3 basically got sold overnight. So I woke up in the in the morning and I was like, let's have a little look at what's been going on in the market. Oh my God. And like I say, I mean, yeah, this is a very rare scenario that something like this would happen. And like I say, I woke up with 2 of my 3 sell orders completely complete, you know, and the other one was quite close to being sold, but it wasn't. And then obviously the devastating wick. So when we look at this chart, right, the chart has been, and as opposed to an extent currently still is, a relatively good setup, right? It's not the best thing you've ever seen, but it's also not the worst. The main thing to take away from all of this is that the wick tells the bigger story. Now, I'm not really sure of what caused that. That could have been, I've heard rumours that it was got something to do with some announcements, some NFT stuff. I don't really know, but that would make sense for something like this to happen. But the wick is the main thing to take home, which is that the sellers outweigh the buyers, really. And you can see that retracement, pretty much to where we are right now, a 38% retracement from its top, is not a good thing to see. But we'll base the chart on the candle bodies, which is still the most important thing. And so far, without this, we could just pretend that this never happened, really, and that the chart remains in this. It's a bullish formation, really, but it's a triangle formation. We're still in it. Consolidation still from this major top here. We had our fake out and a breakdown, largely dictated by the overall market, generally speaking, and yeah, it was a devastating collapse, really. That first move up and down to the bottom there, that was a 34% retracement on its own, and then we had a further pump and a 38% retracement again. So it's an interesting coin to look at, really. It's an interesting chart to try and digest because it's extremely bullish and extremely bearish. This coin has always been a little bit of a hard one to play because it comes out of nowhere and does these enormous, massive moves. Like really does come out of nowhere and just do massive moves. Then it has a relatively good setup, and then it dumps again, and it dumps again, and again out of nowhere, a really big, massive move. Dumps. Well, should I say consolidates, but essentially it dumps. It starts to accumulate on the way up. Everything looks like it's going to do really well, and then dumps again, and then does something ridiculous like this. But the thing to take home, I suppose, from all of this is that if we zoom out, we can see that there is a nice chart progression, right? So without the massive pump and dumps that we get out of Algorand, it generally has been working quite well. Big move up, massive move down, big move up, down, big move up, massive move down, big move up, massive move down, blah 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 blah. And so if we carry on like this in a bullish market, which I expect that we are still in a bullish market, that this will continue to go up anyway. And although, you know, it's not for the faint-hearted, and it might be wise for, you know, people who aren't already doing it to create sell orders, so you can still make the most out of something like this. Not that this ever really happens on anything, never mind something as top cap as Algorand, you know, because to create a wick like that, I mean, the volume in itself, I mean, it's have to be enormous to pump that. This isn't a small cap coin, you know, that takes a lot of doing to create that. So it's extremely rare to see that on something like Algorand. I mean, it's just it's kind of unbelievable that it actually happened in the first place, but it's definitely something to take home. So I mean, I was lucky because, well, I say lucky, it's just my practice. You know, I always have sell orders. Especially in the market at the moment, where I'm trying to make the most out of the market with selling to Bitcoin. So it was all my sell orders are in Bitcoin. So I had two of the 3 sold to Bitcoin, which, and again, it worked out really well. The third order is obviously too high for this time round, but I'm sure it'll get hit over time. But yeah, it's something to take home, something for you to recognise as an important aspect of trading, because you can't be stuck to your computer all day every day. This happened overnight. This happened while I was in bed. You know, I didn't know what was going on. I woke up in the morning, you know, relatively well off, you know, as a result of that. But if I hadn't had sell orders put on something like this, it would have just been, well, like I say, just a wick to admire, really. Nothing more than that. But in a nutshell, overall, what we're going to take home from this, the chart structure on the daily, and obviously will also be on the weekly, is very, very nice, and we should respect the fact that the chart continues to move up and down and up and down and up and down, and will likely continue to go up, provided that the market is healthy. And despite popular belief right now, the market is healthy. Yeah, we're pulling back, it's no big deal. I'm expecting more upside overall, and if we think about the way that this chart looks right now, yeah, I mean, that's one hell of a weird wick going on there on the weekly, but if we think about this in candle body terms, we are above all major moving averages, and as a result of that, we have to expect this to continue to go up anyway on the long term. So I'm bullish still on Algorand, and it's not like I'll be buying any more. Like I say, at this stage in the market, I'm mainly a seller rather than a buyer. But you know, if I do, like I say, I do hold quite a lot of Algorand still. I'm happy to continue to hold it, regardless of that weird anomaly wick, which again is an extremely rare scenario. You don't get that sort of thing happen on hardly anything ever, especially things that are in the top 20, which I think Algorand's in the top 20. Either way, it's a pretty banging looking chart. Let's respect the fact that it is a good looking chart. We could easily come back down to this low down here, the 20 weekly, the 21 exponential on the weekly, which is a rough area. We'll call it like just $1.60. But overall, we got ups, 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 and we should continue to go up on this one anyway. I am expecting a new all-time high on this one at some point soon. But again, this is based on a weekly, and this chart is a weird one, but it does point to ups only. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.